with main event heavyweights and a big one to get through. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the best of the domestic product. Let's get the party started. We do so centre ring.
And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Soeurream.
Daniel Soeurream up against Kayne Clarke. Modified kickboxing rules to get it started here. Andy Raymond along with the former Muay Thai Cruiserweight Champion of Australia, the Hammer Mark Castanini. Great to be back in your company. Great to be ringside.
And likewise, Andy, we are set for a big night of action and opening up the night's events. Two up-and-coming fighters that are very explosive, a lot of heart. Kayne Clarke, have a look at his excellent kicking ability. The boy's got a lot of class. I suppose with a bit of a Taekwondo background, perhaps. Traditional martial artist, now testing his wares in the kickboxing ring.
Changing stance there. Going from right hand to left hand. Nice knee to the midsection. Really put some energy, some explosion into that.
In turn, you've got Daniel Soeurream with the red shorts from XFC Gym in Noble Park. A tough competitor also. Great up-and-comers, both of these young guys.
Daniel Soeurream here with quite a height and reach advantage, Hammer.
Well, he's got the height and reach advantage. He's going to have to execute it well, but Clarke is going to be on the balls of his feet moving. I've seen this boy fight before. Very elusive, very evasive. Uses the ring well, up on the balls of his feet, and he's got, as I said, excellent kicking ability. There's a beautiful switch around kick to the head from Clarke.
It was nice off balance, but he was completely balanced in utilising the technique. Referee steps in, separates our two competitors. Back into it we go after touching them up. Now, is it a case here for Daniel Soeurream to keep it on the outside? He's got the longer arms.
If I was in Soeurream's corner, I'd probably tell him to shut the gap down, stay on the inside, and maybe turn it into a boxing battle more so than a kicking war, because when it comes to the kicks, I think Clarke's going to have the hands up there.
Into the clinch and separated. Final seconds of the opening round. Looking for that big overhand right was Kayne Clarke.
There's one thing that Clarke does do when he kicks, he drops his hands. And if Soeurream can pick up on that, sort of counter the kick with hand strikes, I think he may get some luck.
Who would want to be a judge? And we're saying that after just one round tonight.
Look at that beautiful turning kick there from Clarke.
It's a show that caters for a little bit of everyone, Hammer, with boxing up next and modified Thai rules, kickboxing, MMA, a little bit of everything.
Exactly right. There's John Wayne Parr sitting ringside, having a good close look at the action. He was recently, obviously at my gym, having a bit of a hit out with some of the guys there.
You don't still jump in the ring with him, do you, Hammer, and spar?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be doing that with JW. Although a couple of people were calling for it today as we moved around with a few of the boys at the gym. JW was gracious enough to come down and have a bit of a hit out with a couple of the lads at Hammers, so I was very appreciative of that.
Almost going in waves here where both fighters want to use their hands. They separate, then both want to kick. There's, I wouldn't say a great deal of fluency between hands and feet. It's almost one discipline or the other at present. But two guys, very steep learning curve in this sport.
On a huge show, obviously Kings of Combat. What a stellar lineup. Hisham Hanna, Shamrock Events have put a lot into this show here tonight. And these two guys are opening up early in the night's proceedings. It's got to be a lot of nerves and a lot of anticipation from the crowd for them to get the win.
Kayne Clarke, as you said in the first round, Hammer, throws a lovely switch kick high up over the right shoulder.
There was a beautiful side kick from in close as well, which is really hard to execute, just getting the leg up and into the midsection down, the side kick, and then overlapping the hands. He throws some real unorthodox stuff, which is going to be hard for Soeurream to counter, because you just wouldn't have it thrown at you in training. So it's all sort of trying to anticipate what he's going to do and then counter it.
Doesn't he wind up Daniel Soeurream with that big right kick to the midsection? Launches himself off the left leg.
Let's get it round two. What an exciting round.
Round 2, Hammer, how did you see it?
Well, just on work rate alone, I'd have to say Clarke is busy and making a good impression, but Soeurream keeping the pressure on, and when he lands those kicks, as you said, Andy, he's got a lot of power behind him. It's a close one for sure. The boys from Into Fitness, they're talking to Clarke now, giving him more heads up.
Third and final round for these two young men under modified kickboxing rules.
Again, have a look at that hook kick. Switch stance hook kick there from Clarke. Jumping knee from Soeurream.
Of everything in the early seconds of the third and final round. Now they go hand strong, and a good shot there from Clarke.
Have a look at the quick handwork from both lads. Awesome stuff. They're really wanting to make the crowd appreciate their finer techniques.
A tap up and an apology there for a low shot onto Kayne Clarke. Goes for that inside thigh kick, switches to the hands. Back into the southpaw stance once again, and that driving knee from Daniel Soeurream. Going over the top, a little ambitious there, Soeurream. The pocket rocket starts firing away.
1 minute remaining, ladies and gentlemen.
They are absolutely exhausted, the two youngsters.
A lot of rivalry between these two camps as well, so a lot of pressure on the two men in centre ring to get the win. Their whole camps are willing them on. They're in pretty much the same suburb, so just neighbours, little bit of neighbourly biffo in centre ring we're seeing.
And they are throwing him big time, and a kick straight to the package. Unintentional, and an immediate apology from Soeurream. We are into the final 30 seconds. The pace has been top shelf since the opening exchanges. Keeping him in the distance as Clarke here with those very busy feet. Spins out it. And a left hook there. And it drops Daniel Soeurream. Superior hands in this final round.
So busy Clarke as well, just pinging away, hands and feet in overdrive. And that's probably done it for him, Andy. I think he's done just enough to get the win here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of modified kickboxing rules, with go to the judges' scorecards, we have a unanimous points decision with your winner, blue corner Superman, Kayne Clarke.
The Superman, victorious